Alright guys, I get a lot of questions on stretch marks and how to avoid stretch marks. If your goal is being a bodybuilder, if that's something you really want to do and achieve and you know you're going to put on a lot of weight, skincare is going to be your biggest thing, but you also have to remember, anytime your skin stretches, you're going to get stretch marks. They sell creams that are a couple $100s for maybe a 4 to 6 ounce tub for women who are pregnant, just to avoid stretch marks. Anytime the skin stretches faster than it's capable of, you're going to get the marks. So what can we do for this? None of this bulking. When people are doing bulking cycles, we're going to put on as much muscle as we possibly can, all the water, dirty dieting, things of this nature, and then cutting. We should never think of that, because yes, we can put 40, 50 pounds on, and out of that 40, 50 pounds, you had 10 pounds of muscle and the rest is water and fat. Your skin is also going to have to stretch over that. So the easiest way to avoid stretch marks is do what you should be doing in the first place. Doing this, losing fat and building muscle at the same time, or building muscle at a slower rate. People think that it's a slower rate, but you're just not putting the excess water retention and the excess fat on at the same time. That's the first way to avoid it. Now, say you're born at 120 pounds we'll say you're 16 years old, 120 pounds natural. And eventually one day in your life, you're gonna be 225, 240 pounds, whether you're 40, whether it happens in your 20s, no matter what, the skin's gonna have to stretch to that. It can do it to a point, and you will still have stretch marks, but very little. So the slower you do it, the less you're gonna have. That's your very first priority to think about. Second is skincare. As simple as it sounds, vitamin E. You have different creams. There's so many different vitamins and minerals that most people are lacking. They get dried skin, crackled skin, and this keeps your skin from being elastic. There's also peptides and there's hormones you can take that keep the skin more elastic, that cause dermal tissue to heal faster, cause it to be more elastic, such as there's an endless number of things you can take for this, and we can do this in a separate video. But taking those is another option, along with oral supplementation and vitamins. Fatty acids are a huge key to supplementation for this as well. And a healthy diet, it sounds overplayed and oversaid, but fatty acids, those key vitamins, vitamins, vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin, goes along perfect with fish oils. And then lotions, keeping the skin hydrated, using hyaluronic acid, things that keep the skin hydrated at all times. Those are key. And then you can get in more towards those peptides. Growth hormone, as you've heard, growth hormone can help keep the skin elastic and tighten it, less wrinkles over time. Another thing is limit sun exposure. Sun exposure is going to make it a lot more prone for skin to get, when it gets tighter or it gets harder, it's just, think of it, splitting the skin and causing those stretch marks to happen even easier. But it all comes back to how fast you put on weight. The slower you do it, doesn't necessarily mean you put on less muscle. It just means you do it smarter and you think about your diet more. That's your number one step.